Hello everyone. So our today's topic of discussion is another set of data interpretation, and in this video we will be discussing a pie chart. And today's video will the question that we'll be discussing today is going to be a simple question on pie chart. It's not that confusing, it's not difficult at all, and it will consist of simply two pie charts. Now everyone knows what exactly is a pie chart, everyone knows how to read it also. But we'll be understanding the basics, like how do you have to read a pie chart, and then we'll be solving the questions. Okay, this is like the very basic of the pie charts that we'll be discussing today. All right. Okay, so this is the data, or this is the information which is given to us. So this is like 2021, so I guess this would be the year 2021 that they are talking about. And I have a pie chart, and I have biology, chemistry, physics, maths, English, French, German, Hindi, Sanskrit, Latin. So these are basically the subjects or the languages which are taught. And then it's like 11%, 9%, 14, 13, 6. So I'm hoping that all these percentages would add up to 100%. Okay. In another way of understanding, you can also say that if you talk about the center of this pie chart, the sum of the angles around this is basically equal to 360 degrees, and this 360 degrees always corresponds to 100%. This is basically what it is. Okay, if you want you can add the numbers also. So 11 and 9 20 plus 14, that's 34, and 13 47, 47 6 is 53, and 7 that will be 60, and then add the remaining numbers, you'll get up to 100. All right. Now the one to the right of it, this consists of again the same subjects, and this is the year 2022. However, the percentage is different. That is, biology is 12%, chemistry is 8%, physics 12, maths 15, English 8, and so on and so forth. Okay. Now there is something which is given to us also. It says that in the year 2021, a total of X student enrolled in a particular university. The percentage distribution of students in a particular course is shown in the pie chart above. In the year 2022, 10% more students were enrolled in the university in comparison to 2021. The courses shown above are the only courses offered by the university. So it says that in the year 2021, there were only like X course, there were only X students who were enrolled, and in the year 2022 we have 10% more students. So 10% of x is 0.1x, 10% more will become x plus 0.1x, which is 1.1x. So 1.1x students were enrolled. And if you want to like calculate like for a specific language or for a specific subject how many students were enrolled in terms of x, then you need to simply use that how do you convert percentage into relative value, sorry, in an absolute value, and we discussed that while we were doing the basics of percentages. For example, if I ask you like how many students enrolled in physics in 2021, so that will be 14% of x, or that is 0.14x. Now you don't have to necessarily calculate the values, the absolute values of all the subjects. Let's not do that. Some people try to do that, like for biology they'll write okay, biology will be 0.11x, for chemistry it is going to be 0.09x, physics it's 0.14x, maths is 0.13x, and so on and so forth. And they'll try to do the same thing for the next pie chart, that is for the year 2022. In my opinion and in my experience, this may prove to be a waste of time. Okay, so whatever the question asks us, based upon that we'll be calculating the values. As of now I will not be calculating any values. I'll simply have this couple of thoughts. I have these couple of thoughts in my mind, like what all can they ask. They can either ask me to compare like biology in 2022 is what percent more than biology in 2021, or chemistry in 2022 is how much less or more than chemistry in 2021, and so on and so forth. Okay, this is what these type of questions that they can ask. They can also ask us to compare in between a year also, like biology 2021 and Latin of 2021, For example, English of 2022 and French of 2022. These are the types of questions. They can either figure out, they can give us a piece of information which connects both the pie charts, or they can like ask regarding a pie chart individually. These are the only 2-3 types of questions that can be asked. This is simple pie chart. This is nothing fancy. So I don't think like difficult questions or tough questions can be asked from this pie chart. It's a relatively simple one. All right. Okay, now also one thing, just to give you another piece of information, pie chart can be given to you either in form of degrees, they can be given to you in form of percentages, or they can be given to you in forms of absolute values. Like let's say suppose, let me first explain you the degree concept because that confuses students a lot. So imagine that instead of giving you these 11%, 9%, 14% and all that stuff, I would have given you angles. Let's suppose this corresponds to 30 degrees. For example, this corresponds to 20 degrees. This corresponds to 35 degrees. This corresponds to, let's suppose, 33 degrees, and so on and so forth. I would have given you for the remaining subjects or for the remaining languages also. And let's suppose if I would have given you like a total of X students got enrolled in the university in 2021, everything else remains the same. Okay, just the percentages are not there. Instead of percentages, I have given you degrees. Okay, now what would you do in that case? What you would do is, if you want to calculate like how many students enrolled in an individual subject, like for biology, let's suppose for example biology, what would you do is, you know that the sum of the angles made around a point is equal to 360 degrees. I have taught you that in the basics of circles. And biology is only 30 degrees, so the fraction of students in biology will be 30 degrees by 360 degrees into x, which will simply be x by 12. So if there are x students in total for the year 2021, so in biology there will be x by 12 students. For physics, this will be 35 degree by 360 degree into x, then whatever the value comes out to be. So you can like divide both by 5, so it will be 7x, and this will be 72, 7x plus 72. Okay. If they give you the actual values, then it's easy. If they give you in percentages, then you can convert them into absolute values, and if they give you in degrees, this is how you convert them into the absolute values. Okay, these are the only 3 forms which they can ask you as far as pie chart is concerned. There is actually no fourth thing that they can ask you. Yes, they can make the question difficult by not giving you some piece of information, then you have to find that, or probably they can mix a pie chart with a bar graph or a table structure, which will also make it difficult. Okay, all right, so let's move on. So let me wrap up all this, it's not required. And this is 1.1x, fine. Okay, let's go question by question. In the year 2021, which course had enrollment nearest to the median number of enrollment in the year 2021? So my first job is to calculate the median number of enrollments in the year 2021. So for that, first of all, I need to know how many enrollments or how many subjects are there. Okay. So biology 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are like 10 subjects. There are like 10 subjects. So median enrollment will basically be the average of the course who ranks 5th and 6th enrollment wise. The median enrollment will be the average of the 5th and the 6th course, or the course which ranks 5th and 6th enrollment wise. You have to take the average of those 2 courses. Okay, now how are we supposed to do that? Now you don't have to calculate the actual values, it's not required. It is not required. What you can simply do is simply arrange these percentages in ascending order. You don't have to like calculate the actual value, because those actual values will also be arranged in the same order itself. So rather than wasting our time in calculating the exact values, let's simply arrange these percentages in ascending order and then see which one is fifth and which one is sixth in the ranking. Okay, so let's start with the smallest one. That's going to be English, so that will be the first one. Then I guess second will be French, third will be Sanskrit, fourth will be Latin, fifth will be chemistry. Okay, then sixth will be biology or German. You can take any one of them because they both are 11%, so it doesn't matter a lot, because what I need is percentage. I don't need the name of the subject. So the rank 5 is 9%, which is chemistry, and rank 6 is biology or German, which both are like 11%. So I have to take average of 9% and 11%, which is basically going to be 10%. So that is basically 10% of x, which will basically be 0.1x. Now this calculation was also not required. This calculation was also not required because you know that your median is 10%. So look at the value, look for the value which is closest to 10%, and according to pie chart, you're gonna get like three values. One is chemistry, one is biology, and other is German. So there are basically three courses. Which are nearest to the median number of enrollments of the year 2021. So I think instead of which course, it should have courses also. Which course slash courses. There are like three courses and you can like name all three of them. That is biology, chemistry, and German. That is all that you had to do in this question, nothing else. So simple one. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Let me just remove whatever calculation we have done. This was only specific to question number 1. Okay. In the year 2022, if biology enrollments are noted to be 200 more than chemistry enrollment, okay, year 2022 biology enrollment, year 2022 biology is 12%, and it is more than what? It is more than chemistry enrollment, which is 8%. So 12% of 1.1x, this is 200 more than 8% of 1.1x, 8% of 1.1x. Okay, this is what is given to me. First, I'm going to calculate this so that I can calculate the value of the variable, which is x, and then I'm going to move forward with the other question. Okay, as I've told you before also in my videos, that whenever you get a question in maths, solve it step by step. Okay, basically divide the question into like couple of parts, solve each of the parts separately so that it's easier for you rather than reading this question entirely. Sometimes it becomes difficult. Okay, so 12 by 100 into 1.1x, so this will be 12 by 100 into 1.1x minus 8 by 100 into 1.1x, this will be 200. So this is 4 by 100 into 1.1x, this will be 200, and the value of x basically becomes 200 and 200 divided by 4 into 1.1. This will become 50, and this becomes 5000 divided by 1.1. This will be the value of x. Then find the total English enrollment in 2021. See, so in this question what they have done, they have connected both the pie charts. Okay, we are, with the help of information that is given before the comma, we are trying to calculate the value of x, and then with the help of that value of x, we are trying to calculate something that happened in 2021. Okay, so then find the total English enrollment in 2021. So English in 2021, that is 6%. Okay, so this will become 6 by 100 into 5000 by 1.1. You can cancel two zeros, and this will be 300 by 1.1, and this you can solve. So probably in the actual exam they may ask like round it off to the nearest 10th place or to the 100th place. So the actual value will basically be 272.72. So if you have to round it off to the nearest 10th place, then this will become 273. This is what you will have to do in the exam. All right, let's move ahead. Let's try the third question. If 1/4 Latin enrollments, one third English enrollments, 1/6 Hindi enrollments, and 1/5 physics enrollments were offered scholarship in 2021, then what percent of total students were offered scholarship in the year 2021? Now, again, in this question, what some of you would do is that some of you would try to calculate the exact value of 1/4 of Latin enrollment, 1/3 of English, 1/6 of Hindi, and 1/5 of physics. Again, it's not required. Keep this in percentage itself. You don't have to calculate the exact value. So how much is Latin? Latin is 8, so 1/4 of 8, which will become 2. 1/3 of English. 1/3 of English. English is 6, so 1/3 of 6 is again 2. 1/6 of Hindi. Hindi is 13, so that is 1/6 of 13, so that is 13 by 6. And 1/5 of physics. Physics is how much? 14, so 14 by 5. So this is 4 plus, this will be 2.166, and this will become 2.8. So 6.8 plus 2.166. So this will become 8.966. So you can say that roughly 9%. Because the value itself is given in terms of percentage, no need to calculate first the individual values of all the subjects and then try to calculate 1/2 of something, 1/4 of something, 1/6 of something, and then again divided by x and multiplied by 100%. Why should we do that? It's a waste of time. What I'm saying is, you calculate what is the total Latin enrollment. Okay, so you'll say the total Latin is 0.08x. Then you'll calculate 1/4 of 0.08x, and then you're gonna do it for the same remaining the three, that is English, Hindi, and physics. You're gonna add all the values, you're gonna divide it by x, and then you're gonna multiply it by 100%. You land up to the same answer. Why should I waste my time? I don't have to. If the things are given to me in terms of percent, simply calculate 1/4 of that percent, 1/3 of that percent, 1/6 of that percent, and so on. That's it. Nothing else. You don't have to divide by something, you don't have to multiply by 100% also. Okay, use your logic more often in case of DI. Try to save your time. Be more efficient. It's going to help you a lot. Alright. Alright guys, so thank you so much. As far as this video is concerned, this will be all. There is nothing more for DI in this set which you have to know. So if you have any doubts, if you have any concerns in this data set or any other question or any other video that I have uploaded, you're more than welcome to ask me. And if you're looking for any personalized classes for GMAT, GRE, or SAT, you can contact us anytime on WhatsApp or on the email. And if you haven't subscribed the channel, please do that for more videos and exam related content on SAT, GMAT, and GRE. Thank you guys so much. Keep watching and keep learning.